what happens during the perimenopausal time frame. So let's start with talking about menopause. The average age of menopause is anywhere between age 50 to 52. But again, that's average. So you could start menopause earlier. And of course, you could start menopause later. And the definition of menopause is no period cycles at all for 12 consecutive months. And that's an important definition to remember. The perimenopausal period can last anywhere from a few months up to several years. Just depends on who you are and what's going on with your hormones and a little bit of luck or not luck, as it turns out. Sometimes when you go through menopause, can be, can run in families. So it kind of, it's nothing genetically inherited specifically, let's say, but, if your, mom, let's say, went through menopause later in life, maybe you would too, or vice versa. If she went through it earlier, you might also. But there's really, so many factors that can control when you will go into menopause. So the perimenopausal timeframe is when you're going to start to see a lot of hormone shifts. And the first one that starts to happen is related to ovulation and your progesterone. So even if you're still ovulating regularly around the perimenopausal timeframe, so this is for most of us, this is in our 40s, late 40s to be more specific. Even if you are still ovulating, the corpus luteum that is responsible for progesterone production after you ovulate, it's not quite as robust as it was when we were in our 20s. So what starts to happen is our progesterone levels kind of start to drop a little bit, and then we get a relative estrogen dominance. So that's where a lot of perimenopausal symptoms are going to come from, a relatively low progesterone in relation to the estrogen levels.